Two Albuquerque teenagers have vanished.
They have not yet determined if the boys were killed where their bodies were found or somewhere else.
Did you or did they make you shoot them at all?
No.
Okay.
No,
So you didn't pull a trigger?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
15세 소년이 했다고는 믿을 수 없는 살인 사건.
One or two things is going to happen. You're going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're going to be 6 feet under.
그리고 계속해서 그날의 진실을 압박하는 경찰들.
Who was there? Who did this? Because I know you know. I don't know. Andrea. I don't know.
계속된 추궁에 마침내 하나둘 진실이 밝혀지기 시작합니다.
You help who pick up the boys?
How Calypso carry one, Flex just picks up one.
Hey, okay.
Flex just picks up one by
One by himself?
Yeah.
도대체 어떤 일이 벌어졌던 것일까? 그리고 이 끔찍한 범행을 저지른 10대들에게 어떤 처벌을 내렸을까? 지금부터 저와 함께 이 사건의 전말을 파헤쳐 보겠습니다. 처벌 실화냐? 사건의 시작은 2018년 12월 16일로 거슬러 올라갑니다. 당시 친구 집에 머물고 있던 15세 콜린과 14세 아메드는 누군가를 만나러 간다며 외출을 나섰습니다. 그리고 이날은 두 소년의 마지막 모습이었습니다. 실종 직후 애가 타던 가족들은 아이들의 행방을 쫓다 매우 기묘한 단서를 하나 발견합니다. 아이들의 스냅챗 앱에 기록된 마지막 위치가 도심을 벗어난 웨스트 메사 한가운데서 멈춰 있었던 겁니다. 가족들의 제보를 받은 경찰은 즉각 해당 좌표 일대에 대한 대대적인 수색을 벌였습니다. 그리고 실종 13일째 되던 12월 29일 덩그러니 버려져 있는 10대 아이들의 옷가지를 발견하게 되죠. 그리고 불길한 예감은 어김없이 비극으로 이어졌습니다.
Deputies found these two teens' bodies tortured and buried in a shallow grave out on a mesa west of Rio Rancho a few years ago. They were just 14 and 15 years old.
옷가지 주변을 살피던 수사관들은 이내 얕게 파인 무덤과 그 속에 유기된 시신을 발견했습니다. 시신의 상태는 잔혹함 그 자체였습니다. 10발 이상의 총상 흔적이 남아 있었죠. 단순한 실종 사건이 이중살인 사건으로 전환되는 순간이었습니다.
15-year-old Colin Romero and 14-year-old Ahmed Latif haven't been seen for weeks after police believe the two were involved in a drug deal gone bad. While the search is over, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about what happened and who did this.
I hope all of this is not what it seems.
그리고 사건의 판도를 뒤집을 충격적인 제보가 날아들었습니다. 온라인상에 유포되고 있던 짧은 스냅챗 영상. 달리는 차 뒷좌석에서 콜린과 아메드가 폭행당하는 순간이 고스란히 담겨 있었죠. 영상을 분석하던 수사관들은 화면 속 가해자들의 얼굴을 보고 그들이 누군지 곧바로 알아챘습니다. 가해자들은 다름 아닌 당시 라스베이거스 일대 약국 5곳을 돌며 마약성 약품을 털었던 강도들이었죠. 이들은 바로 칼립소, 플렉스, 그리고 훌리오였습니다. 용의자가 특정되자 수사망은 급격히 좁혀졌습니다. 그리고 일당 중 가장 나이가 어린 15세 소년 훌리오가 가장 먼저 경찰에 체포됐습니다. 사건의 전모를 파헤치기 위해 경찰은 체포된 이 소년을 살해 현장인 웨스트 메사로 데려갑니다. 피해자들이 묻혔던 곳 앞에서 15세 살인마의 얄팍하고도 뻔뻔한 거짓말이 시작됩니다.
Hi. Hey, Fafa. What's up, bro? I'm Carter.
Alright.
I'm the homicide detective. Okay. I just want to run a few things past you and talk to you for a few minutes. I know these guys has already talked to you,
Okay, yeah.
but I just wanted to talk to you personally because I'm in charge of the case. Okay. So, you and your mom both, and I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Andrea?
Andrea? Hi. Carter. So just kind of run me through the whole thing, and I know you already kind of told him the whole thing,
Okay.
but from the time that y'all first hooked up with Colin and Ahmed, kind of just run me through it.
Wait, like what do you mean though?
Well, from the first time that when y'all went over there to pick up the ounce or half ounce,
Yeah.
just kind of forward.
Just kind of hash out everything we talked about last
Oh,
night.
so he got in and we were weighing it. It wasn't full. It wasn't a full.
It wasn't a full.
Ounce. It was or whatever. Yeah.
Was it supposed to be an ounce or half ounce?
I don't know. It was
Okay.
whatever they were getting.
So they didn't think it was.
It wasn't full. It wasn't. And then he's like, "Where's the other half?" And then that's when he started acting all weird.
Ahmed?
Yeah. So he acted all weird, and then that's when they're like, "What?" They're like, "That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you bring it all?" And then that's when they told me to hit him, and then
Who told you to hit him?
Calypso.
Okay.
And then that's when we drove off, and then we started driving and smoked. Then they were like, Flex would reach over and hit them, and then
How would he hit him?
just like just reach back.
His fist?
So-
Yeah,
so-
with his fist or his pistol or something.
Let's stop for a second. Let me just ask you a quick question. Run me through where everybody was sitting in the
I was
vehicle.
right there.
So you're in the right rear.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, so they're in the back seat. Who's sitting closest to the door?
Colin.
Colin is closest to the door. Ahmed's in the center.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and who's sitting here in the front?
Flex.
Flex, and then Calypso is driving. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to get
Okay.
my picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, we kept driving and driving. That's we're like probably. I know we're still like in city. We're probably like. I don't know where exact spots is. Like we're driving up Lomas, I think, or something, and then that's when I punched them again because they told me to, and then that's when we were just driving, and I started smoking my, and that's when I told them to hit it. And that's when they're like cooling down. So everything cooled down. That's when everything cooled down when we started smoking. I let them smoke with me.
훌리오는 이 모든 비극의 원인이 그저 대마 때문이라고 주장합니다. 대마의 양이 모자라 화가 난 형들이 때리라고 시켜서 자신은 그저 시키는 대로 했을 뿐이라는 거죠. 하지만 경찰이 확보한 스냅챗 영상 속 훌리오는 결코 형들의 강압에 못 이겨 억지로 주먹을 휘두르는 소년이 아니었습니다. 구타하며 조롱하는 그의 표정은 오히려 그 상황을 즐기고 있었죠. 게다가 이후 밝혀진 바에 따르면 훌리오는 단순한 폭행에 그치지 않았습니다. 피해자 아메드의 주머니를 직접 뒤져 현금과 지갑, 그리고 권총까지 빼앗는 범행에 아주 적극적으로 가담했었죠.
And then they ended up driving like farther and farther out, and I was like, "Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?" And then they're just like, they just kept going, driving. They kept talking like this, but we have music loud and stuff. But they're, when you're in the front seat, you could hear from what your conversation is, and
You couldn't hear them?
no, and they're like, they won't tell me where we're going, so it's making me sus. But I'm high, I'm my head's all up. I'm all just chill. I'm slumped. I'm just, and then they were just like going, and that's when they're like, "Where are we? I don't know where I'm at. And I was looking at them like, I don't even know where I'm at, dude. Like, and then that's when they took a road off, and then we came, and then that's when they got out, and then they pulled them out. They went like behind me.
Who pulled you out? Pulled them out.
They pulled them out, Flex and Calypso.
Okay.
I stayed in the car.
All right.
And then
Did they just say get out, or did
they
they
just
pull
get
them?
out.
Okay.
And then they got out, and then they went behind me, and then I was just like looking, and I kept going like that, and like going like that, and then after I was like, damn, what the, like, all right, I already felt what's probably gonna happen, but they didn't tell me this, you feel me? And then that's when I was like, okay, so I just like, I'm looking down, and I'm thinking, but I don't know, and then I hear the gunshots, and I'm like, and I look up, and then they're laying down, like, I just look away, and then I hear gunshots, and then they made me get out the car and help them put it in the trunk.
Okay. All right. And then after they were put in the car, in the trunk, which car were y'all in?
It's his car.
Whose car?
Calypso's.
Okay. Do you know what kind of car it is?
No, it's like whitish, silverish.
Okay.
It's
And it's his car?
It's his. Well, he has a lot of different females.
Mm-hmm.
And like they let him use their car,
Yeah.
So like.
So, do you know what happened? Okay. So y'all put them in the car. Were they alive at that time? When you put them in the trunk of the car?
Not that I know of.
So you think they were dead at that point? Okay. How many shots do you think they did?
More than 10.
Okay. What kind of guns
I
did
don't know. Pistols,
they were just pistols?
like, or how would you say it? A Glock?
Yeah.
Or it's a pistol still?
Did Calypso have any other kind of gun with him at that time?
No.
입에 담기도 어려운 고문에 대해서도 철저히 선을 긋습니다. 자신은 차 안에 숨어있던 겁에 질린 방관자였다는 겁니다. 형사는 이 가증스러운 꼬리 자르기를 지켜보며 천천히 압박을 하기 시작합니다.
Okay. Now I need you to be real honest with me.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know he did.
Okay.
All right. Because I know what the boys were shot with. Okay. Did he have an assault type pistol rifle?
It wasn't big.
Yeah.
It wasn't big. It was small.
So it was.
So does it look like a regular gun? It looked like a regular. It had a regular handgun, but it came out a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call that type of gun.
So why would everybody be saying that they saw it on Snapchat that they were bound?
I don't know. That everyone.
So that's not true.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay. Now, I need you to be quite honest with me about this, okay? And it may be difficult, especially with your mom in here, okay? But I got to ask you, all right? Did you have a gun?
No.
You didn't have any gun with you? Okay. Did you?
They had a gun, but I took it from them, and then Flex took it from me. He
Okay.
took it from me.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you,
Okay.
okay? It's not going to change your status with us,
Okay.
okay? Did you or did they make you shoot them at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't pull a trigger?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
I have to ask.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I got to ask.
Okay.
We just want to make sure.
Because
Okay.
here's the thing. If we talk to them and they go, oh, hell no, it was Fafa that pulled the trigger, I got to ask the question.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I have something when they say that he did,
Yeah.
that
You're gonna
Well,
go off of.
that's weird because he's saying that he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've got to ask that
I
question.
did not. I did not. They did this.
Do you know why they did this? Was it just a rip?
I think. What's a rip?
They were just going to rob him.
Rip off?
Yeah.
It was a rip off. I felt like. I don't think he planned it, but at the end of the day, I felt like they planned it.
You mean Calypso?
Yeah.
And Flex? Okay.
Calypso and Flex.
Because that's what he does.
Yes.
And everybody knows he does it.
Yes. Honestly, yes.
You were scared of who?
Calypso.
Calypso.
어머니 앞이라서일까? 눈 하나 깜짝하지 않고 거짓말을 쏟아냈습니다. 하지만 수사 기록에 따르면 훌리오는 이미 칼립소에게 권총을 구매해 범행 당일에도 무장한 상태였습니다. 심지어 체포 전 풀려나 있던 기간 동안 또 다른 고등학생 총격 살인 현장에 총을 들고 나타난 정황까지 발견됐습니다.
The first person to be charged in the murder of two Albuquerque teens is now tied to the recent shooting death of a Sandia high school student.
Newly unsealed court documents reveal 15-year-old Julio Almentero was at the scene of the shooting the night Sean Markey was killed.
형사는 훌리오의 이 모든 허술한 변명을 묵묵히 기록해둡니다. 이 오만한 소년의 멘탈을 완전히 산산조각 내버릴 진짜 신문을 준비하면서 말입니다. 2019년 4월 30일 사건 발생 후 몇 달이 지나 다시 한번 훌리오와 마주 앉았습니다. 물론 이번에도 그의 어머니가 동석했죠. 하지만 지난번 차 안에서의 신문과는 분위기가 사뭇 달랐습니다. 형사는 더 이상 15세 소년의 어설픈 거짓말에 놀아줄 생각이 없었습니다.
And I figured you did. A little bit of what you told us the first time, right? Okay. So let's just kind of run through it, the whole thing from the time that y'all picked the guys up, Colin and Ahmed.
Like, what do you want?
Just what they got in the vehicle with y'all, right? Okay. Walk me through from there all the way out to the Mesa.
Just driving around, and I was just doing what I was doing on the video,
What were you doing on the video?
fighting them,
Okay. Fighting them or hitting them?
hitting them.
Okay.
형사는 훌리오가 숨기고 있던 사실을 하나씩 꺼내놓기 시작합니다. 처음엔 그저 싸웠다고 말하던 훌리오는 결국 형사의 집요한 추궁 끝에 자신이 단순한 방관자가 아니었음을 실토합니다.
And you had a gun, is that correct? Okay, where did you get that gun?
From Calypso.
Calypso gave it to you?
Well, I bought it from him.
Oh, you bought it from him? Okay, what kind of gun was it?
I think it was 40. I think.
Do you know what brand?
No.
자신은 총도 없었고 무서워서 떨기만 했다던 15세 소년의 거짓말이 부서지는 순간입니다. 하지만 훌리오는 여전히 가장 중요한 방아쇠를 당긴 사실만큼은 강하게 부인합니다. 형사는 더 이상 안 되겠다고 생각했는지 강한 어조로 소년의 멘탈을 박살내버리죠.
So is there anything that I need to know that you haven't told me about this?
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't pull the trigger on any of them?
I promise you, I didn't put no trigger on them.
Okay. I'd rather hear it today than later. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't lied to you from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay? I'm trying to help you out a little bit here. All right? Not all cops are bad. Some are, but I'm just saying. Okay? But if I'm coming after you, you're not going to know.
Okay.
Okay? So just listen. Okay? And you need to listen to her because I'm going to tell you right now, one of two things is going to happen. You're going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're going to be 6 feet under.
평생 감옥에서 썩거나 땅속에 파묻히거나 이 묵직한 한마디에 훌리오 멘탈이 흔들리기 시작합니다. 그리고 더 이상 거짓말을 할 여유가 없어진 훌리오는 결국 이 끔찍한 살인사건의 이면을 하나씩 털어놓기 시작합니다.
Honest God, why did they hit these two dudes?
For some weed.
Just the weed? Because that's not what I'm finding out.
Weed. It was for weed.
Just weed?
Weed, and then they ended up having money on them.
Okay. Who took the money?
Calypso's done.
Goldman took the money?
And he gave me like $40 though.
You got 40?
Yeah.
How much did Flex get?
He split more with them. I don't know.
Flex got more?
Yeah, they split it. Yeah.
훌리오는 강도 행각을 털어놓으면서도 여전히 대마 때문이었다는 핑계를 버리지 못합니다. 하지만 형사는 훌리오의 말을 끊고 경찰이 이미 파악하고 있던 이 사건의 진짜 동기를 들이밀기 시작하죠.
Okay. So here's what I'm hearing.
What?
So what I understand is Goldman was setting up the weed deal. Okay. Who was he setting it up with? Colin or Latif?
I think it was Latif.
Okay. And they were wanting to buy a gun.
They were wanting to buy a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I understand, Goldman says, yeah, why you want a gun? And whoever he was setting it up with, Colin or Ahmed, said, this dude robbed me.
And he was trying to get back at them?
And he was going to get the gun to take revenge on the robbery.
I heard that too.
Okay. Do you know who robbed him?
No. The kids?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know that. No.
경찰이 수사를 통해 밝혀낸 사건의 전말은 이랬습니다. 피해자 콜린과 아메드는 이전에 자신들을 턴 강도의 이름이 플렉스라고 생각했고 그에게 복수하기 위해 총을 구하려 했습니다. 그런데 하필 그 총을 구하기 위해 연락한 사람이 바로 플렉스의 절친 칼립소였던 겁니다. 이 사실을 알게 된 칼립소와 플렉스는 애들을 제거하기로 계획했고 대마 거래를 미끼로 함정을 팠던 것이었죠. 즉 처음부터 대마 따위는 중요하지 않았습니다. 아이들을 무자비하게 폭행하고 돈을 뺏기 위해 꾸며낸 악랄한 핑계에 불과했던 겁니다.
Because that's what got him killed, I believe. Because he told Goldman that some dude by the name of Flex did it.
Okay, yeah. So there's two Flexes. There's two Flexes out here.
Okay.
This other guy, Flex, he looks exactly like this Flex.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's who did it too.
What?
That robbed him, yeah.
So there's two different Flexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Like remember in the beginning when this all happened, they were posting that other Flex. They were posting them all over.
Oh, really?
Rico something.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
That's Flex.
So he goes by Flex also.
He does look like him.
Ah,
That's why they
okay.
got it mixed up. Like in the beginning, That's who they were thinking Flex was, but that is Flex. But there's another Flex.
So it's a different Flex.
Yeah. And
Wow.
they are
Are they?
friends together? Yeah, they're friends.
So what it sounds like to me is that y'all hit them first before they could hit Flex.
자신은 그저 마약 거래에 휩쓸린 불쌍한 동생인 척했지만 훌리오는 이 모든 계획된 범죄를 처음부터 끝까지 함께한 공범이었습니다. 그리고 형사는 이제 훌리오를 넘어 옆에 앉아있던 그의 어머니 안드레아를 압박합니다.
I already have descriptions from witnesses that were on scene when all this went down that match Flex. And that matched Calypso. And who's the third part of that trio? It's you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I know you know all of them. I know that you called Flex. I called him back. I know. That's fact. Like right here, I have it all. I have it color coded. I can even read it out to you. Because literally minutes before all of this happens, and I have police cats that say everything that has the time of everything. I have you calling Flex. And right now your son might go down for that. Because they're shooting. And I can come back and I know what guns are used in this. I can come back and get the ballistics on mine. And if this is all matched up, you're going to go down for even longer. I'm going to be honest.
But I wasn't. No,
so then
they still don't have nothing to do with me.
Then who did it? Who was there?
Calypso was probably there, but I don't know.
You know that they talked about it.
They don't, dude, like, they keep, like, a lot of stuff from me.
You know what I think is, I think you called Flex. I think that all three of them got together and they shot at her car to scare her. Just because I know that they're connected to your brother and they love you.
No, but
not
my son.
Then who was there? Andrea. Because right now, he's right now my number one. So who, I'm telling you.
After I called him, they were partying and shit, and they were drunk and they couldn't drive. That's what they told me.
Okay, so then why did you call Flex? Who was there? Who did this? Because I know you know.
I don't know.
Andrea,
I don't know.
It's too coincidental.
I don't know who was there.
Who was in the car?
No idea who was in the car.
What car?
Whatever car that they were in.
You're not going to tell me what's going to happen. It's going to be worse.
I don't know who was in the car.
They need you.
I honestly don't know who was in the car.
You know that they need you.
I don't know.
Because it's only going to make it worse.
I don't.
It's going to be serious trouble.
자신은 아무것도 모른다는 안드레아. 하지만 경찰 조사 결과 당일 주범 플렉스에게 직접 전화를 건 사실이 확인되었습니다. 수사관들은 안드레아가 아이들 사이의 악연을 미리 알고 있었으며 사건 당일 범행을 부추겼거나 최소한 방조했을 가능성을 강하게 의심했습니다. 하지만 아들이 살인 혐의로 평생 감옥에 갈 위기에 처했는데도 자신에게 불똥이 튈까 두려워 꼬리 자르기에 바빴던 것이죠. 훌리오가 무거운 진실을 하나둘 털어놓고 있던 그 시각, 이 모든 함정을 설계한 주범 칼립소의 신문실 풍경은 사뭇 달랐습니다. 그렇다면 주범 칼립소는 경찰의 추궁에 대해 어떤 입장이었을까?
Do you know who Colin Romero is?
No, sir.
You've never seen him before in your life?
Never seen him in my life.
What about Ahmed Latif?
It doesn't recall. It doesn't recall from what their ages that I saw from on the news.
Right.
It doesn't recall. I'm 20. You feel me? There's no reason for a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old man about to turn 20, about to be 21, to be a grown man into the world to be with kids.
But what if you didn't know how old they were? What if you thought they were older?
No, sir.
Smoke a little bit?
Here and there.
Any of the harder stuff?
No, sir.
Never?
No, sir. Just sometimes then and there when I'm very, very stressed. Because I was known for, as a kid, I couldn't like cope my, how do I say it? I couldn't cope my energy. I'm gonna say energy, not my thoughts. I couldn't cope my energy. And like I had a lot of ADHD. So when I used to like real get mad or get triggered up, I used to have ADHD and I would have to catch myself.
I know for a fact you know Colin and Ahmed because I've seen the video of you with them. Okay? I know that for a fact.
What video, sir?
The Snapchat video of you with Colin and Ahmed. I know that you have contact with them. I'm not saying you're friends or enemies. I'm just saying I know that you know them. Now, I'm trying to figure out how and what happened to it because I don't believe you are what other people in this world are saying.
Sir, I'm innocent. Like you said, I can't read minds. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's going to save his own.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to save my own. I don't know if you're going to save your own. I don't know. You feel me?
I got you.
At the end of the day, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
I'm still innocent, like I keep saying, sir. And I know you're here for questioning. I'm kind of getting a little urged because
okay.
I'm innocent. Like I'm innocent, sir. I didn't do nothing.
자신의 무자비한 범행을 그저 ADHD와 주체할 수 없는 에너지 탓으로 돌리는 주범의 뻔뻔함. 이토록 가증스러운 태도를 확인한 형사는 결국 전략을 바꿉니다. 칼립소 대신 15세의 훌리오를 강하게 압박하여 자백을 받기로요. 2019년 4월 30일 훌리오를 향한 마지막 신문이 시작됐습니다. 경찰은 이미 모든 물증과 정황 등 증거 수집을 완벽하게 끝낸 상태였습니다. 이제 남은 건 확보한 팩트를 기반으로 15세 소년의 얄팍한 거짓말을 박살내는 일뿐이었죠. 형사는 공범인 칼립소가 모든 죄를 너에게 뒤집어 씌웠다며 죄수의 딜레마 심리전을 꺼내들었습니다. 과연 이 치밀한 압박 속에서 소년의 거짓말이 어떻게 무너져 내리는지 그 과정을 함께 확인해 보겠습니다.
Things have turned, well, I don't want to say turned. Things have started happening in regards to the case. Saying that, it is, I don't even want to say changing. We conducted an interview with Calypso, with his attorney. And everything that came out during that interview, it came out like I thought it would. That everything would be pointed in your direction and Flex's. Okay? It did not surprise me. Okay?
Wow.
It really did not surprise me. I fully expected that to go just like it did. Okay? And I want to clarify some stuff with you. Okay? In regards to the things that came up during the interview. Okay? That's one thing that I want to address. Then there's another one that I want to address with you and ask you about. So, and I'm not putting words into your mouth. I want you to tell me, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing what I remember that you've told me in the past.
Okay.
So, the day of the incident, you, Flex, and Calypso were in what vehicle?
White Buick.
Okay. All right. So, whose car was that?
Okay,
So you, Calypso, and Flex, and Calypso's driving? Okay. Y'all go over to the location that y'all met up with Ahmed and Colin. Is that correct?
경찰의 전략이 완벽하게 통했습니다. 공범들에게 철저히 배신당했다고 생각한 훌리오는 심하게 흔들리기 시작합니다.
Kind of run me through just briefly how that section came about. You know, when Colin and Ahmed came out to the vehicle. Tell me how that worked.
And he shook his hand, and then he was like, just hop in the back, and then.
Okay, so which door did he get in?
This side.
The passenger or the driver's side?
Driver back. Yeah.
Okay.
And he got in, and then we were just chilling, and then out of nowhere, Calypso just points his gun at him, and then.
Calypso does what?
Oh no, actually it was because of the weed. It was we were picking up some weed, and then he had some weed, and then Calypso was just like, "Where's the rest?" And then he's like, "This is what you wanted." And then he's like, "Well, where's the rest?" And he's like, "How much more do you need?" And that's when Calypso pulled out the gun.
So he pulled it out. Where did he have it?
On the floor.
On the floor in front of him? Okay. All right, so he pulled it out and did what?
He just pointed at him. He was like,
At Latif? At Ahmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was just like, just give me everything, and then started passing on him. And I'm just like, well, what do I do? So So then he's like, run his pocket. So then I took out his pocket. I took out his wallet and I threw it. I put it in the mid. Like,
Okay, so you took out. He told you to get.
He told me to get out the wallet. Yeah.
Okay,
He
to get
told
the
me
wallet.
to find. He said, "Does he have money?" And I was like, "I don't know." So I looked in his pocket and he had a wallet. I put it in the middle, and then I took the weed from him. I put it in the middle, and then I lifted up his shirt and he had a gun. And then I took out the gun. Flex took it from me.
So let me ask you this at this point. When Ahmed or Colin, either one, did either one of them pull a gun out and shoot in the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Did Colin have a gun?
No.
So you go to the West Mesa, to the same rough general area that
Yeah.
you took us to.
Yeah.
All right. Walk me through that again.
Like what do you mean?
What happens after you get to the West Mesa?
So we get to the Mesa, then we pull off right off of the road, off onto some dirt road, and then we go down for a little bit. And then he stops the car and he's like, "Get out." And he's like, "Get out," and then they started getting out. But we left the pads on. And then when they got out, he was like, "Take off your boxers and stuff."
Okay. All right. And then what?
And then that's when he got out the car. He got out the car.
Who is he?
Calypso.
Okay.
He got out the car and then he shot one of them in the leg. And then he's looking at me dead in my eyes like he wants to do it. And then I start pushing the gun away and then he's like, oh, he keeps saying it. And then I'm like, this is not our car. This is not our car. We can't. And then he's like, and then he starts driving again. But no one got shot on the way there.
So nobody got shot in the vehicle as you were traveling?
No.
Okay.
피해자들의 옷을 벗긴 뒤 다리를 겨냥해 총을 쏜 일당. 그런데 수사관들은 어떻게 이 거대한 사막 한가운데서 범행 장소를 정확히 찾아낼 수 있었을까? 바로 이들의 치명적인 실수 덕분이었습니다.
Oh, let me back up. What happened to Ahmed's telephone?
He threw it out. He threw it out the window, but then he made him log in on his phone. He made him log in on Flex's phone, and then you know how that's how you know how they said that they seen the snap map in the Mesa because they made him log in on their snap
On Flex's?
on Flex's phone.
Yeah, but into their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to get more weed or something. Like, I don't know.
Trying to make him get more weed?
Yeah, like just keep getting more stuff and like, I'm already like, this is greedy. This is already greedy.
And was it Collins or Ahmed's Snapchat?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was on Ahmed's Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who threw Ahmed's phone out?
Calypso.
Calypso did?
Yeah.
When Calypso and Flex shot Colin and Ahmed, who was it that told you to get out?
Calypso.
Calypso told you to get out. Okay. So when you get out, you help who pick up the boys?
I help Calypso carry one. Flex just picks up one.
Hey, okay.
Flex just picks up one by
One
himself.
by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty good size. So, do you know which one that you helped put in?
Ahmed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to your best knowledge,
피해자의 핸드폰은 버렸으면서 대마를 더 뜯어낼 욕심에 자신들의 핸드폰으로 피해자의 스냅챗에 강제 로그인시켰었죠. 이 멍청한 행동 때문에 범행 위치가 경찰의 레이더에 고스란히 찍혔던 겁니다.
were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't really say, but I'm pretty sure I feel like he was, but not for not that long. Like,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I feel like no.
Okay. Once you put the kids back in the trunk, you go where?
Ooh, we start driving. Then he starts flipping out. What do I do? No. And then he's like, he's like, who will help me? Who will help me? And then he's like, where's your uncle? And I was like, he's probably sleeping or whatever. Because it was like 6, it was like 8. He calls him up and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he was just like, just driving around. He's like, meet me ASAP. I got 2. My uncle's like, what? He's like, I'm not saying it on the phone. Just meet me. I got two in my trunk. And then he's like, my uncle's like, we pull up to Calypso's house. We pull up like down the road from his house, Calypso's house, and then he's like, start cleaning out the car, Pablo. And I was like, what do you want me to clean? And he's like, just take out like all their clothes, just put it in a bag. And I was like, all right. So I put it in a bag, and then he takes it from me. He gives it to Flex. And then he gives it to.
So did you all go back to Calypso's house at that point?
Yeah, but down the road, and we parked right behind each other.
Okay.
We're just sitting there in the car, and he's like, they're just talking. They're like, Dad, this is where I hear it. They're just like parking. They park next to each other after I cleaned out the back seat or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, he puts the guns in the trunk. And
of which car?
My uncle's rental.
Okay.
He puts them in the trunk, and then me and Calypso get into his car.
Into
my uncle's. And my uncle gets into the Buick.
To the Buick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Flex and him, they drive off. And then,
was his dad around at that point?
Yeah.
살인 직후 패닉에 빠진 칼립소가 도움을 청한 사람은 다름 아닌 훌리오의 삼촌이었습니다. 그런데 왜 자신의 아버지를 놔두고 훌리오의 삼촌에게 연락을 했던 것일까? 범행 직후 칼립소는 사실 자신의 아버지에게 먼저 전화를 걸었습니다. 하지만 아버지가 넌 너무 선을 넘었다며 전화를 끊어버리자 대안으로 훌리오의 삼촌에게 급히 연락을 취했던 겁니다. 전화를 받은 삼촌은 모텔 뒤편 주차장으로 렌터카를 몰고 나타났고 이들은 다 함께 칼립소의 집으로 이동했습니다. 삼촌은 범행에 쓰인 차량을 직접 청소하려 했지만 피가 너무 많이 묻어 지워지지 않자 일당에게 차를 아예 폐차시켜버리라고 지시했습니다. 그리고 이 은폐 과정에는 결국 칼립소의 아버지까지 가담하게 됩니다.
Was he telling his dad anything?
Him and his dad went into his dad's room, started talking, and not cleaning toes. Not cleaning toes. He has like a case, like a case that you can put it in.
Oh,
like
okay.
a tool bag, like for a gun.
Okay.
And he just, but like for like kind of a lot of guns, and then
okay.
he puts them in there, and he starts wiping them down, and he's like, what are you about to do with these, Dad? And he's like, I don't know. I just need to take them off of you. I'm taking them from you, and then.
Goldman's dad took those guns to get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't know to get rid of them, but like save them for him and whatever.
So he had them.
Yeah, he had them.
Okay, after he knew that.
He knew the situation, so he helped the situation to put them away from him.
And you're saying that because Calypso told his dad what had happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
He told him.
All right. I just got to make sure I understand everything.
Yeah. And he was like, he woke me up out my sleep like, get up. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, we gotta go. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, let's go. We gotta go. And I was like, okay, so I'm waking up. I put my sweats on. And I'm barely getting up. I'm like, what's happening, bro? And he shows me the phone, and it has both of their faces on it, on the crime watch or whatever. And I was like, what is it saying or whatever? And he's just like, that they're missing and that the last person they were with was me, and I need to leave. So I was like, all right.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, dude, where are we going? And he was just like, he's like, well, we need to find Flex. And we picked up Flex from, I don't know where he was. Yeah, I think he was at one of his homies' house or something. We picked him up. He's like, we gotta go. How much money you got on him? He's like, at least 200. I had like 500. He had like 800 or some shit. Calypso. He's like, all right, bet. We're gonna take a trip. We ended up coming back to the house. We just ended up staying at the house again, and then we just hear boom, 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 and he thought it was the cops. I wasn't even awake, and he was awake, and then his sister answers the door. She's like, hello, who are you? And he's like, my nephew here, Fabian. He's like, I need my fucking car now. And then Jada was like, I don't even know you. You can't be coming over here like that. And he's like, I need to talk to your brother and Fafa now. And then she's like, okay. So then she woke up me and she's like, your uncle's outside and he can't be banging on my door like that. I was just like, what the? I was like, what? I get up, I go out there and talk to him, and he's like, he's just mad. He's like, where you guys been? It was been like 3 days, and then he's like, I've been looking for y'all. But it's actually been like 2 days or a day.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and then
I'm not holding you to that.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, I need my car back, and I need all that. I need to clean it out because that's a rental, and I can't get charged for it or something. And I was like, all right. So I'm out there cleaning. Calypso's sleeping. I have to do it by myself. So I started cleaning out the rental.
Did your uncle tell you, Calypso, or Flex that you're aware of? Did he tell them that they needed to get rid of that vehicle?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that he tried to clean it out or something. He tried to clean it out or something. He's like, I can't clean it. I was like, I can't clean it, so you guys need to get rid of that car.
Did he tell them how they needed to get rid of it?
No, he was just like, you guys need to get rid of it. Smoking or whatever, and then he's like, I get a call from Calypso, and he's like,
you did?
Yeah, from his sister's phone, and not my phone, because I didn't have a phone at the time. He called a Millie or something off of his sister's phone, and he's like, tell Fafa that the keys are in the backseat. I left them with him. I just talked to my dad. You need to give him the keys now.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You finish up with the eating at Dion's.
Yeah.
Okay, and
we're still at Dion's.
You're still at Dion's.
Yeah, no, we're still at Dion's.
Okay, but Calypso and his sister had already left.
Yep.
He tells you that he left the keys,
in the car.
In the back of the car.
Yeah, not in the Buick, in Emilio's car.
Oh, in Emilio's car.
Yeah, Emilio's car.
And that you need to give the keys to who?
His dad.
To his dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he sent me the number of his dad.
Okay.
And then I called him. I was like, I'm at the Dion's, whatever. He's like, okay, I'll call you when I'm there. And then he calls me and he's like, walk to the end of the street by these apartments, and I'm right there. You'll see me. I'm like, all right. Well, he's all, come by yourself.
Okay, so he takes the Buick at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in his custody.
All right.
아버지는 살해 무기인 권총들을 직접 챙겨 숨겨주었고 훌리오에게는 이 일에 대해 절대 입을 다물라며 조용히 협박했습니다. 나중에 핏자국이 가득한 범행 차량을 통째로 불태워버린 사람 역시 칼립소의 아버지였습니다. 자식과 조카가 저지른 끔찍한 범죄를 신고하기는커녕 앞장서서 증거를 인멸한 어른들. 훌리오는 이 모든 진실을 털어놓으며 수사에 협조했으니 이제 자신은 어느 정도 선처를 받을 수 있을 거라 얄팍한 기대를 품었을지 모릅니다. 하지만 카터 형사는 이 살인사건과는 별개로 벌어졌던 이전의 범죄 사실을 꺼내들며 소년이 빠져나갈 아주 작은 구멍조차 완벽하게 틀어막아 버립니다.
The bad news about all of that?
Well, it's coming up.
It may.
See?
But here's the worst part. It's federal.
Yep.
Pharmacies are federal. DEA. Federal charges. Okay? And I know that
you think I could still get in trouble just for being with them?
you could.
Bad news is fucking
But, again, with you being honest with me,
yeah.
I think that'll help you.
Help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be straight up.
You know what I
honest
was
with
looking
that.
for
That was
when I
just straight.
found that?
What?
Because my brother said that they had video.
Of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking it up on
Oh,
YouTube.
they do.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
No, but on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know about
looking for it
that.
on-
Somebody probably leaked it out.
I was looking for it on YouTube, and I came
And that's
across
what you
that
found?
shit.
Yeah. It was casino security
Oh,
on your brother and the rest of them.
when we were talking the other day, he's like, I regret it so much. I'm like, dude, I told your ass not to go. He tried to take me with, he wanted me to go. I said, hell no.
So, what were they taking during those?
Lean.
Huh?
Lean. Promethazine. Lean.
What is that?
Cough syrup. Cough syrup.
Oh, it's
Lean.
to make the drink?
Yeah, to make the drink with
Yeah.
Sprite, yeah.
Yeah. So, is that all they were taking from there?
Yep.
They weren't taking Xannies
No.
or anything else, just the
The lean as
So
I told you.
they took that.
I know. I already know. I told him because I'm like, dude, what else are you getting yourself into?
I haven't been
So-
nothing, and that's what you said, huh?
I said, I bet you it's about that YouTube video.
Tell me about other ones like that in another city.
In another city?
Uh-huh.
Another city, Albuquerque,
You ever been to Phoenix with them?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the first one, and I was sleeping. They stopped in. I thought it was.
Well, around Phoenix.
Yeah.
It may not have been
Yeah, I
actual
was gonna try to
Phoenix,
mark
but-
the right spot, but yeah, they went up in there, and I was asleep.
Is that what they were taking those?
I was asleep in the car, and I woke up to him running out. I woke up to him running out of the store.
Of which?
Of Walgreens.
Of a Walgreens?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Or a
Is that-
Walgreens or a CVS.
okay.
One of them.
So is that what they were taking there too?
Huh?
What did they take in the Phoenix area?
Weed.
Same
Same
thing.
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was saying he knew somebody out there.
Mhm.
He knew somebody out there in Vegas or in California that pays like cause you know how in the stores like it's cheap, but in the street you can
Right.
you can throw that off for like 800. Yeah, you can throw it off for like 800. You know, like out here it's like 300 or something. If you take it out there, they're selling it for like at least like 800, 900
Okay.
around a pipe.
So
Damn.
y'all hit 3 places in Vegas that you were with.
That I was with them, yeah.
Okay.
그렇다면 주범 칼립소는 마지막까지 어떤 태도를 보였을까? 자신의 얼굴이 선명하게 찍힌 스냅챗 영상을 들이미는 형사 앞에서도 그는 끝까지 상식 밖의 주장을 펼칩니다.
Straight up, we're here to help you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm here to help you also, sir. In any way I can help you.
And I want your opinion as to that crowd, because you know who Fafa is, right?
Yes, I've heard of him.
You've heard of him? You don't hang out with him?
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Give me one little bit. Give me one little bit.
I've heard him.
I've seen your guys' rap videos.
What rap video?
All the rap videos with a gun and everything, and you're there, and Fafa's there, and everything like that. Okay, I've seen this stuff. I have this stuff. You ever have a gun?
Have I?
Have you ever had a gun?
I've carried some, but I've never had my own personally. I bought myself.
Okay, what kind of guns have you had?
I've never had one. I've held like friends and stuff.
So you never been in possession of one?
Yeah, friends' firearm.
Okay.
Like it wasn't mine. I never owned a firearm in my life. I've never owned a firearm. I've held one.
Okay, but it wasn't yours.
No, sir.
I just told you I have a video of you with the boys being beaten.
But everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying
and
that.
I have the video.
But you could say that because it's.
Okay.
But sir, look. My question is, how do you have a video when I did not take a video?
Then, if that's the case,
hold on, sir. How do you have a video when I was not there when this monster did his acts? How do you have a video that has me in someone else's car when I was never present to attend that? So, hold on, sir. How do you have a video to say that I was there, or what did you say? That I had part of it?
That you were involved in it.
That I was involved in it? How do you have that with nothing on me but he say, she say, sir?
하지만 아무리 눈을 가리고 우겨도 이들의 얄팍한 변명과 꼬리 자르기는 법정에서 어떠한 힘도 발휘할 수 없었습니다. 이제 법원으로 시선을 옮겨봐야겠습니다. 사건 발생 4년여 만인 2023년 5월 1일 뉴멕시코주 엘버커키 법원에서 최종 공판이 열렸습니다. 검찰은 3명 모두에게 1급 살인, 납치, 무장강도, 그리고 증거인멸 혐의를 적용해 법정에 세웠습니다. 그런데 명백한 증거 앞에서도 가해자 측 변호인단은 모든 혐의를 부인하며 궤변을 늘어놓았습니다. 피고인들은 그저 피해자들을 폭행하고 트렁크에 가뒀을 뿐 1급 살인을 저지를 의도는 없었다는 겁니다. 그러면서 부상당한 아이들을 최종적으로 쏴 죽인 건 사건 현장에 나타난 훌리오의 삼촌. 앤서니 아라곤의 독단적인 범행이라며 살인의 모든 책임을 뒤집어 씌우는 전략을 펼쳤죠. 이렇게 가해자들은 일말의 반성조차 보이지 않는 태도였습니다.
What kind of human beings do this? Wild animals do this. Monsters. These three monsters deserve to spend the rest of their natural lives in prison with no possibility of parole.
그런데 많은 이들을 분노케 한 것은 지미 애킨스, 일명 플렉스의 태도였습니다. 두 명의 생명을 잔혹하게 앗아갔음에도 불구하고 재판 내내 입을 굳게 다문 채 유가족을 향한 사과나 어떠한 반성의 기미도 보이지 않았습니다. 그저 철저한 침묵으로 일관하며 재판부의 판결을 기다릴 뿐이었죠.
My son is not a monster, but in this case, however, we cannot help what happens to our kids while they are out on the streets, when they are hanging out with their friends. You cannot protect them from others as well as you can't help who they hang with.
Both of those boys weren't innocent either.
재판부는 이에 대해 이렇게 선고했습니다. 이 사건은 일말의 동정심도 없는 극악무도한 범죄로 판단된다. 피고인 스티븐 골드먼 주니어, 지미 애킨스, 훌리오 알몬테로. 재판부는 콜린 로메로에 대한 1급 살인 혐의를 유죄로 인정하며 이에 대해 각각 종신형을 선고한다. 또한 피해자 아흐메드 라티프를 살해한 혐의에 대해서도 마찬가지로 종신형을 선고한다. 하지만 여기서 끝나지 않았습니다. 이들의 끔찍한 범행을 덮어주려던 공범들에게는 어떤 처벌이 내려졌을까? 먼저 시신 유기를 도왔던 삼촌, 앤서니 아라곤.
After you killed the boys,
I didn't kill anybody.
so you went back to bury the bodies, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And was that your idea or somebody else's?
It was somebody else's.
Okay.
재판부는 아이들의 범행을 신고하고 바로잡기는커녕 적극적으로 시신 유기를 돕고 범죄를 은폐한 죄질을 꾸짖었습니다. 그리고 그에게 증거인멸 및 공모 혐의로 징역 6년형을 선고했습니다. 그리고 칼립소의 아버지 스티븐 골드먼 시니어. 자식을 보호하겠다는 명목으로 살인사건의 증거를 훼손한 그에게 증거인멸 혐의로 징역 4년형을 선고했습니다. 여러분은 이 사건에 대해 어떻게 생각하시나요? 여러분의 생각을 댓글로 남겨주세요. 구독과 좋아요, 댓글은 영상을 만드는데 큰 힘이 됩니다. 감사합니다. 처벌 실화냐?